Hello there. Enjoy your day at spawn. Welcome to Novocraft 1.18 Survival Tips and Tricks. Today we're going to do some digging and some fishing. But before we do, just enjoy the serenity of life in my little village. Hello there! Yeah, let the episode begin properly. Okay, well, as you have seen, I've done a lot of tree chopping. And that's what I do. I do a lot of the grinding off camera, because mostly it's very repetitive and it's very boring. And I want to give you tips and tricks on how to survive. And the tips and tricks you get from there is basically get yourself a few trees, plant them, chop them down, replant them, and that's it. But today we want to do two other things. The first thing is to undermine my house. Well, I mean, of course, putting a cellar in. As a German, I'm a big fan of cellars because you can put so much stuff in and have all your storage in there. And that's exactly what I'm going to do in one of the next few episodes. I'm going to build an automated storage system, an auto sorter. But first of all, we're going to start with digging down and clearing the future cellar of all the dirt and all the stone. One thing that I want to give you as a tip is use ladders to get up and down. Not only do you need a lot less space than with stairs. Additionally, mobs find it much harder to follow you up on ladders than on stairs. So theoretically, they can actually go up ladders. However, these ladders have to be exactly in their path, so it's quite difficult for them. And there is even a trick to make ladders completely mob-proof. I'll show you that in a later episode. Okay, so let's get cracking here on all the dirt. And I have to see where my house ends, because I don't want to extend at least to the sides too much out of the over the borders of the house. And don't forget to light up everything. Of course, with 1.18, this has become a little bit less of an issue. With 1.18, one of the changes was that now mobs can only spawn when the light level is really at 0. And that has a big influence on lighting up your caves, or like in this case, your buildings. You need much fewer lanterns, torches, or jack-o'-lanterns. But rather be safe than sorry. Always put rather... Oh yeah! Look, and I'm talking about making things mob-proof. Of course, if you do any digging at night and you go outside of your dig, then chances are that there are mobs. Anyway, what I was going to say is, rather be safe than sorry. Put in one more torch than necessary. And yeah, so... Here, of course, what I need to do now is I need to raise the ground level a little bit. Otherwise, I would have my cellar as a first floor here. Either way, it's a great way to get rid of all that dirt that accumulates when you're working on Minecraft. This is always the question. In the beginning, of course, it's good to have dirt, but after a while you think, like, where shall I put all my dirt? And leveling stuff is a good opportunity to get rid of surplus dirt. Okay, I think we are nearly done here now. That looks good. Okay. So, nearly done. That is the extent of my cellar. Now I need to go down. Okay, first of all, get rid of the remains of the dirt. I'll be back in a little while when we do the stone. Very important is to fill pockets. We have a lot of spawn possibilities because there are so many little caverns and air pockets all over the place, and it's really important that you fill them up. Why? Because you don't want to be surprised, and I've had that in every single cellar of mine, or rather in every single sorter room, that I forgot something somewhere and there was actually a spawnable area for mobs, and I went down and I was looking and just checking my inventory and not really taking notice of what happened around me. Boom! Everything blew up. So in order to avoid that, make sure to fill up any crevice and hole you can find. My crops are coming along quite nicely, so a few carrots are still not quite ready, and I want to show you in one of the next episodes, of course, how to sort of semi-automate this. But for this episode, I want to show you another way of getting food. And first of all, we need some string and we need some sticks. And with that, we can make a fishing rod. So we need 2 strings and 3 sticks, and then we can fish. And a fishing rod is really, really cool because you can fish in basically any kind of water. You just need a tiny, tiny, tiny little water block and you can already fish there. And of course I have my field here, so I can fish quite nicely here. Or, actually this might not work because of course it's a stream. And my little bobber popped right down back onto solid ground. But here I have my water source and I can work here. And but this is not it really. It's not. Come on. I want to make a proper fishing pond. You know, like where people stand around and fish. And I have a place in mind. Let me show you. So this is where the creeper exploded, and I think this would make a nice fishing pond. Of course, in order to put the fishing pond in, I probably need to extend it a little bit, and of course need water. Okay, and now that we have that, let's go and put the water in. By the way, as you can see, I'm using shaders here. Now the question is, do you like Minecraft rather with shaders or without? Let me know in the comments. So first of all, I'm going to extend the whole thing a little bit. Then I'm going to put in the water. Perhaps I need to level it up a little bit or just leave it like that. But yeah. So one of the things you need to know is when you fill up a pond, any kind of water, you need to start from the bottom. And as you can see, I didn't start quite from the bottom here, which is in fact something I should have realized. That wasn't the best way to do that. One of the things you want to do as well is to get an infinite water source in the pond or whatever you want to fill up with water as quickly as possible, so you don't have to walk to another water source. But we have it now. Not quite, actually. I need to get some more water, but we're going to fill it up slowly. Let me just very quickly go to bed because it's always the same. I get so distracted and boom, there's a creeper. Let's go back. Get some more water here. I really hope it works with the water source. This is really excellent. I've got milk. Just drink the milk. Gone. There we go. More water. Okay, let's see. And nope. and now it's starting to rain. No, it's starting to rain. However, that shouldn't... as you can see it, I have it now. I have my water source. What was that? Uh-oh. Thunderstorm. Oops. This is a big thunderstorm. Well, never mind. Okay, that was pretty close. I really want to finish that now. And... okay. So this is a bit scary, and there is actually a chance of getting hit by lightning. And it can kill you, yeah, especially because lightning can hit you twice in quick succession. But as someone who spent a whole thunderstorm underwater while diving, we got completely surprised by the thunderstorm. And this being a game, I don't care. And let's start fishing. And you can see there are little bubbles and they're coming towards the bobber, and that's when you want to reel in your catch. And you have different kind of catches. You can get fish, so food basically. You can get rubbish, which is all kinds of stuff really. It can be from lily pads to, there we go, more fish, hooray, to boots or bad armor or something like that. And you can get enchanted items, which is kind of nice, from books to, here we go with another one, to enchanted armor. Anyway, one of the good things about fishing while it's raining is that the fish bite better. Or rather, that the time between you catching something, it might be rubbish, as I said before, is shortened when it rains. So if the bobber is outside in a rainy area, you can make a little hut for yourself if you want to. Then the waiting time between two catches is considerably shortened. You see, while this is such a great source of food, I mean, it takes a while, but it's very easy. You don't really need much, and you just need a little bit of patience, and then you have food. Well, it's getting dark. Let's reel in one or two more, and then... Hey! And that was in fact a blowfish, which is very useful for the potion of underwater breathing, which we will make once we can make potions, which I'll show you in a future episode. But for now, I think we've done everything that we wanted to do. Well, I don't know about you, but I did anyway. I have a lot of fish. I'm very, very happy with my little pond, and I laid down the foundation for my cellar. Well, and that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you want to see further episodes, well, you can find them in the YouTube channel of mine. Leave me a like, leave me a dislike, let me know what you enjoyed, and also let me know what other things you want to see, what tips and tricks you're eager to hear from me. But for now, it's NovoCraft over and out, and I hope it stops raining anytime soon.